I just feel like we are nothing without community. It takes a village not only to raise a child, but to do anything. One person yelling on the street corner isn't as impactful as the marches of 1,000 people that we saw. My name is Alyssa Cuffey. I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I attended Loyola University Chicago, where I majored in marketing with a minor in information systems. Outside of those things, I'm also an artist. So I paint, I do digital art, and most notably, I curate a creative arts magazine called One Manifesto Magazine. I've always been really creative, but I can say I really came into it eighth grade, I'll say, because I would be doing like scrapbooking and I would be making like duct tape crafts, if you remember that being a thing. So like pins with roses on them. I made like a big purse and I would carry around this duct tape purse and be 12 with nothing in my purse. But little things like that really were the foundation of my creativity, I guess, and it just kind of continued. So I took AP art in high school for 2 years, and then I didn't get to take any art classes in college, but I just had to find a way to keep being creative. I really got into social justice when Trayvon Martin died. I grew up specifically in Brown Deer, Wisconsin. It's one of the most diverse zip codes in Milwaukee County, and Milwaukee is historically very segregated and still is very segregated. Like when you cross certain streets, the people just look completely different. But growing up in Brown Deer, I was completely oblivious to it. And when Trayvon Martin was murdered, I was like, oh, we're not in the post-racial America I thought we were in. I didn't have to think about race. All of my classmates were everything, Black, Hispanic, Asian, white. There were microaggressions, but I didn't think of them as such. It's just what it was. It's just how people behaved. But after that atrocity, I needed to do something. I was like, I don't know how I can participate. I don't feel ready to get out into the streets yet. I don't feel like I have power. I don't feel like I know anyone. I don't have influence to really make a change on this thing that's happening in the other side of the country. But this is what I can do. I can express myself. I can create art. And I ended up creating a series around Black teenagers and how they're perceived. And I think that was really the start of blending art and activism for me. So since then, I'm always considering, how can this tie to something greater than me? Every person in the revolution is important. It's not just the people who are in the streets, although they are important, but we also need the policymakers. We also need the people making corporate change. We need the people who are making the sandwiches for the people in the streets. Like everyone down the entire supply chain is extremely important. So this is just my small way to get into that. So last year, during the height of the George Floyd murder and protests, I need to create art. And I used all the donations, or I encouraged all of those people to donate the money. So it was like $15, I'll give you a portrait, but don't give me the money. Send me your receipt that you sent it to Black Lives Matter or a related cause. With the magazine, I donate all the profits back to the contributors because I didn't make the magazine to make money. I made it to like freshen up my skills and just see what I could do and create more exposure for my friends. Artists don't get paid. It's an underloved profession. So I was like, even if I can just give them like $20 for their work, I'll do it because they deserve it. Their work is worth way more than that. But this is my small offering back to them. So that's how art and activism has tied together for me. I just feel like we are nothing without community. It takes a village, not only to raise a child, but to do anything. And I really hope that my art represents that.